All right, hey guys, I'm actually voiceovering the video that you're actually watching here. Uh, I somehow or another messed up the voice recording on this, so you're not going to hear the background noise, and I apologize for that. But we wanted to get a video up, so Joe's working daily. Today is Saturday, and I believe we have the gym situation straightened out. If you've watched this channel, you know that we don't deal with music so loud you have to holler at the person standing right beside you, and nor should you deal with it. And this is becoming a big problem in the West. Of course, maybe you watch Alexander Usyk on videos that he chooses to let us all see, and you hear some music and you hear him dancing. But when the serious stuff starts, you can't have a lot of blasting music. And we are getting to where we do this in the Western world, and that's why we're not competing as good as the rest of the Eastern Bloc, the former Soviet countries. They get serious, and we want to feel good while we're working. And my philosophy is just not enjoying with music while you're working to the extent that it's like going to a drug addict rave party. So that's just me. Anyway, Joe is just doing a few rounds of reflex bagwork here. We thought that we had a tournament that would start tomorrow, and the people that I was communicating with, the tournament is in Bogota. First off, I got told that it was in a place called Tunja, which is an hour or so, maybe 2 hours from Bogota itself. And I was told wrong on that. And this is the same stuff we run up on. It's always something. So anyway, I told the guy I need to know a minimum of 1 week in advance. So he calls me 1 week in advance and tells me the tournament's going to be in Bogota, but he doesn't tell me where the tournament, the address of the place, doesn't tell me what time it starts. I just know one of the bigger cities in the world, and that it's going to be there on the 21st. Or it's going to start on the 21st. And Joe's taking a rest right now, or fixing to. I don't know how in sync this is going to be, this voiceover. Anyways, so when I first tell the guy, hey, we will do this tournament because we're itching to get in every tournament they have here, anywhere. And we keep running into roadblocks. And Joe was allowed in these tournaments when he was 13. Maybe a couple of months after he turned 14, after he'd done won 21 fights, the majority, 19 of them, I believe, by KO, or TKO and KO. And when I say KO, I mean you're out for the count. And then we had several of these that Joe won by forfeiture, and they would have been the last few fights that Joe had. And people started getting to where, I twisted my ankle, I got the flu, I'm not going to be able to come, I'm going to have to pull out. And, it's funny, they'll fight each other in the same weight class, but when it comes down to fighting Joe, then they can't fight, see? So we're like, oh my God. And Joe's got a few of these little things. They're little letters on, probably 6x8 cards, and the mayor signs a little signature on it in a particular town or city that you'd be in. And there's, an official looking little star like circle on these things with nothing indented in them. But we are in a third world country. So anyway, this guy just called probably about 6:45 at night on Saturday, telling me that this thing starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we live 8 hours away from there. So, I was like, there is no end in sight with these people. And I think maybe they just called so they could say, hey, we invited the gringo, meaning Joe, to come, and he wouldn't come. Yeah, it's something. It's something to do with their false pride. Now, we're braggadocious around here. We walk in grandness around here. But folks, it's off of the work that is being done. The work, see, we're out working everybody, and there's some strength ability, some punch ability that's natural in there. But this thing's put together with hard work, you see, and we're not into all this pride mess where, if you lose, then you got to make excuses for it, or this or that or the other. There's nothing about us like that. I handled defeat boxing myself. I handled defeat in multiple other sports such as baseball, wrestling, taekwondo, the boxing, I think I just mentioned. So we're always prepared to be defeated. And it ain't like Joe hasn't been beat up. He's been beat up quite a few times, and as a matter of fact, he was beat up the first 2 months that he started boxing by profession. So anyway, I just hope that you guys enjoy this video. It's just there's still some more going on here. I'm sorry, I thought this video was 8 minutes and it's 13 minutes, almost 14. So I'm going to continue going with the story that I thought I had to abruptly finish. Anyway, if you get in combat sport, you need to be bold. And you can never, ever, and whoever is training you, handling you, managing you, promoting you, or whatever, whether you are amateur, like Joe, who's just 17, or whether you are a world champion today in the pros, you have got to have a degree of backbone about yourself, that your yes is yes and your no is no, and fair play and no cheating and mess like that. I see a lot of fights today, and guys are saying, "Oh, the other guy cheated," and you know what? When that bell rings, the referee tells you, and he really tells you for the whole night, while you're in that ring, the whole time. Although the rules say that when the bell rings after a round, you got a minute. But the referee tells you before you start a fight that you have to protect yourself at all times. And you do. So I've seen, and I'm not advocating hitting after the bell. I don't want anybody to misunderstand me there. But maybe somebody gets popped off a clinch or something. things happen. You have to fight, and you have to uh, keep going and doing the best you can, and all that. So I'm sitting here trying to watch this time, so I keep getting uh, caught up in it because I'm having to hit the phone here. But anyway, I want you guys all to know that we have tried to get into many tournaments, from Joe being about 14 years and a couple of few months to all the way up to now being 17 years and a few months old. And these people just refuse to let him in. They don't want him in any of the boxing leagues. I have repeatedly called up to Cartagena and another coastal city where all these professionals come out of, Bogota, the capital city, and these other areas that have produced world champion fighters, and talk to these people, and they just want to brush you off. And Joe has made it clear to the whole boxing community in Colombia, and it's no secret, that his allegiance is with the United States, and it's going to stay there, and that's who he is. But while he is living here and a resident here, they should be letting him in these leagues, because they let boatloads of other foreigners into their leagues that they have here. Everything's compartmentalized in departments within the different states that they have here, and they have different state leagues within their state, and they've just overlooked him. A few of them have been honest. They typical thing is, we got nobody for your kid to fight. Your kid is a professional fighter now, and for the way that we conduct and fight, he's just too big, too strong, too dangerous. And they want to talk about hospitalization insurance for the kids and the dangers and things like that. And I knew something was going to happen, but I kind of a little bit got my hopes up with this one, because this started out being very serious, and it went through a very good friend of ours. But anyway, we're getting here at the end of the time here. We want you to know we love you. Christ is King, Lord, and Savior up in here where we are, and we hope He is up in where you are. And we love you, and we hope everybody has a great weekend. All right, hey guys, I'm actually voiceovering the video that you're actually watching here. I somehow or another messed up the voice.